In the world of Chinese Donghua, there's one topic that never fails to spark debate: the love lives of male protagonists. On the surface, many of them proclaim undying loyalty to one woman, presenting themselves as paragons of pure love. But behind these so-called noble facades often lies a messy battlefield of relationships, emotional entanglements, and unexpected harem-style developments. What makes it more complicated is how differently the anime adaptations treat the source material. Some characters are softened and reshaped to fit the pure love mold, while others are thrown headfirst into chaotic romantic subplots. This contrast gives rise to a never-ending debate among fans. Who is a true lover, and who is just pretending? Let's take a closer look at the most discussed male leads in Chinese anime and see who truly deserves the title of pure love ceiling, and who is simply fooling the audience with a misleading emotional front. We start with Wang from Renegade Immortal. He once famously said, "I have cultivated the Tao for 1,000 years just for you," a touching declaration that seems to show unwavering devotion. But the story doesn't end there. In the original novel, Wang Lin has a romantic encounter with Liu Mei and even becomes a father. Later, he is romantically involved with Mu Bingmei and Li Qianmei and uses a unique cultivation method to clone himself. One clone stays with Li Qianmei, while the other enjoys life with Mu Bingmei. This clone harem strategy is as outrageous as it is creative. No wonder the anime adaptation made a sharp U-turn by cutting most of these relationship threads, trying to frame Wang Lin as a pure lover. Without these changes, he might have become one of the most criticized protagonists in Donghua history. Then there's Tang from Soul Land, often hailed as the gold standard of pure love in Chinese animation. While the series is filled with beautiful women, Tang's heart is only ever for Xiaowu. His first kiss, first love, and even first night are all with her. Their bond is tested by life and death circumstances. He sacrifices his soul bone and life for her, and she in turn sacrifices her soul ring and burns her soul for him. Their love is mutual, unwavering, and full of sacrifice. Online fans agree, Tang may be complicated in other ways, but his love for Xiaowu is pure and undeniable. Among all the male leads, his emotional story shines the brightest as a symbol of unwavering devotion. Now consider Shihao from Perfect World. In the novel, he eventually becomes the desolate heavenly emperor and has multiple female companions. However, the anime adaptation alters this drastically. In the animated version, Shihao marries Huolinger, and the two are officially recognized as Emperor and Empress. A picture-perfect love story. But viewers notice something odd. Female characters like Yun Shi and Qing Yi are still around, and the story continues to develop romantic subplots around them even after Shihao's marriage. So is this a story of true love, or is it just a temporary disguise before the real harem surfaces later in the plot? Fans are left puzzled and wary, knowing that Donghua adaptations often shift gears suddenly. Next we have Huo Yuhao from the unrivaled Tang sect. Initially, he follows in Tang's footsteps, forming a sweet and promising relationship with Wang Donghair, also known as Tang Wutong. But that promising path is soon derailed. Enter Wang Qiu'er, another female character who deeply loves him, creating a complex emotional triangle. And if that wasn't enough, another character, Zhu Zi, takes the plot to absurd heights. While Huo Yuhao is unconscious, Zhu Zi uses his genes to conceive a child, making him the only male lead in the Duluo series to become a father without even knowing it. The situation becomes chaotic. Too messy to call it a harem, and too messy to claim pure love. It's a complete emotional breakdown, leaving viewers confused and dissatisfied. Now let's talk about Han Li from A Mortal's Journey to Immortality. At first glance, Han Li seems to be the ideal devoted partner. His connection with Nangongwan goes through life-threatening challenges. They share moments of trust and sacrifice, especially during their time in the Great Ruins realm. After being separated for a long time, they reunite in the immortal world and continue their deep relationship. But then comes a complication. Han Li has a brief and unexpected encounter with Si Ling, resulting in a one-night stand. Although he immediately regrets it and distances himself out of guilt, This moment becomes a stain on his otherwise loyal image. The anime, for now, focuses on Nangong Wan. But if Ziling's story appears later in the adaptation, fans may start questioning Han Li's status as a truly faithful partner. Zhang Xiaofan from Jade Dynasty is one of the few protagonists who genuinely lives up to the title of a pure love warrior. He gives everything, his first kiss, his first love, and his body to Lu Shuiqi. Despite the affection he receives from Biao, Zhang Xiaofan chooses Shuiqi in the end. The anime sticks closely to this ending, showing Biao in an eternal slumber, while Shuiqi remains by Zhang Xiaofan's side. For fans, this conclusion feels earned and satisfying. It's one of the rare cases where love isn't left hanging in the air. It lands firmly and clearly without emotional loopholes. Xiaoyan from Fight's Breaksphere presents a different kind of emotional confusion. In the novel, Xiaoyan eventually marries both Medusa and Zhang and has a son and a daughter. The anime, however, takes some confusing turns. While it highlights sweet moments between Xiaoyan and Zhang, and even suggests chemistry with Xiao Yixian, the story sidelines Yunyun completely. A fan-favorite character, Yunyun ends up alone, her romantic storyline with Xiaoyan seemingly erased. The anime justifies it as the price of being the hero's unique beauty, but viewers aren't buying it. Many fans feel cheated, asking whether this is a failed harem or a twisted version of pure love. So where do we draw the line between pure love and fake harem? Should we only consider those characters who love one woman both emotionally and physically? Or do we allow some moral gray areas if the feelings are deep enough? Is Tang San the ideal example? Or can someone like Han Li, despite his moment of weakness, still represent devotion? At the same time, what defines a fake harem? Is it the outright chaos of Huo Yuhao's story? Or the quiet buildup of romantic possibilities like we see with Xihao? The truth is, in the current state of Donghua, love stories are no longer just personal journeys. They are influenced by market trends, broadcast regulations, and production choices. What starts as a novel about cultivation often becomes a battlefield of emotions in the anime version. In the end, maybe we shouldn't get too caught up in labels. True love doesn't need to shout its name. It shows itself in small, consistent actions. And no matter how the creators try to edit or hide the truth, fans always see through it. They know who's sincere and who's just pretending. So tell us, who do you think is the real pure love ceiling in Chinese Donghua? Is it Tang San, Zhang Xiaofan, or someone else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and join the debate. In the world of Chinese Donghua, love can be more complicated than cultivation itself. Whether it's pure devotion, emotional entanglements, or chaotic harem dynamics, each protagonist's story gives fans something to talk about. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on deep dives like this. And most importantly, let your voice be heard. Who do you think truly embodies pure love in Donghua? Or do you think the harem route is just part of the fantasy? Leave your thoughts in the comments and let the debate begin. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.